Okay. So with the delete to the same thing, we are going to target we are going to target the delete node, right? So we are going to so that one will also be an event listener where is going to listen to the click event. So without wasting much time, let me see. Have you already selected that items? This items, have you already selected it? Let me see. Items. Yes, I think so. So we have it here, right? We have it here. Last week we did that. So we are going to use it. We are going to use it. So we are just going to add click event to this. We are going to add event listener to this item list. We have already selected. We did that last week. So let's continue. So all that you have to do is to just select your item list dot add event listener. What do you want to do? We want to listen to the click event, right? Remember all these things. Click event. So here we can define our function over here. And as we have been doing it, we don't need to write all the function here. We can just write it somewhere and call it here, right? So let's just call it remove items or item. It should be remove item, right? Remove item. So let's go and define these functions anywhere. I think we can do it right after this. So you can define this function here. So how do you define a function? You know, we have so many ways of doing that, right? We are using the traditional method. That's where you use the keyword function and the function name. What's the function name? Hey, what's the function name?
Remove item.
Yeah. Remove item. I want to know whether you are with me. Remove item. Okay, so as usual, this one is going to, we are using this on a form, right? It is inside the form. We have this form here, and whenever, okay, this one is even outside, but whenever we last week we learned that the form has a default behavior. That is, whenever you click on submit, what will happen? The form will reload, right? So we always want to prevent that behavior. And apart from that, we learned how to target the DOM. That is, whatever you are typing inside what do you call it, this input, how do you get it? We learned how to do that. So we can just pass an argument here, which is the event. And I don't like writing the full name, so I just use what E, and we can, for now, let's just console let's just console e.target, and let's see what we are going to get. Console.log, because we are going to use that one for something. E.target. Okay. So right now, what we have done is we have selected the item here, the items. We have selected everything here. That is using the which property did we use? So document.query selector items, and we have added event listener, which is what? The click event, to this, and we have bind it to what? A function. So we want to see something in the console. This is not the final output, but the final output will be what? We are trying to delete. But before that, what do you want to get? We want to see what we have in the target DOM. So let me just inspect this. Let me click this. Okay, so you can see. Let me click this one too. Can you all see what is going on? So it's just, so when I click this one to see, when I click on this, look at what happens. Meaning after, if you don't check for all these properties, whenever you click on this, it will be deleted. Please, are you following?
Yes.
But with the deletion, we just want to perform that when you click on a button, this button, not the whole list item. So how do you prevent that? That's the next thing that we are going to look at. So we can I think we can do that by targeting just this, by just targeting this. How do you do that? So we can perform some validation here. So we can say that if E, so the same thing, E dot target E dot target dot, we are targeting who? The class list. Class list dot contain. So we can use this method also. So if it contains delete, so that's what we are going to see. Do you have the delete there? Let's see. So so that's the main reason we define the delete over here. So this is where we are going to use the delete. So if it contains the delete, if it contains this delete, then we can perform that operation. Okay, so let's see. So if the event dot target dot the class list contains the delete, that is where we want to perform the delete operation. Okay, so from here, before we even do the delete, let's console.log. Let's just console.log 1. Just 1. 1. Just console log. You can do anything here, but I just want to console.log 1 here. Okay, so right now, let's click on the button. Can you see one over here? I see.
Yes.
Okay, so let's click on this again and see if you get the one again. You see the one is not consoling. We are not outputting the one again.
Yes.
So this is how you do some. This is just a simple validation that we are doing here. We don't want it to delete when we click on this. We don't want it to delete when you click on the whole list item. But we want to perform the delete on just the what do you call it? The button, these buttons. So that is the main reason why we are doing this. Let me space out so that we can see them. Okay, so that's the main reason why we are doing this. So we are saying that if the event.target.the class list contains the delete, then we can perform our delete function over here. All right, so let me comment this one out and let's move on. Okay, so how do you delete? So before you delete, remember whenever you visit any portal or web application and you are performing this delete operation, this is very, very, very important, because immediately you do this, it will be out of your database, right? So you have to alert the customer. You have to let the customer be sure. So normally, if you are using Bootstrap, this is where we use the modal. So when you click on that, a modal will appear and it will show, are you sure you want to perform this operation? So you have to let the user be sure, so that the user will just click on yes, I'm sure. No, it was a mistake. I was just moving my cursor and it clicked or it landed on the delete operation. You know that can happen, right? So you have to also put yourself in the shoe of the user. You don't have to just because you are just coding, then you are just coding. You have to also put yourself in the shoe of the user by doing some of these checks. Maybe it might be that the user it was a mistake that he clicked on. He was just playing. Oh, this form is nice. So and all of a sudden the user just click on this, right? So we can perform some simple alert here. And here we can say if, so we can use the confirm. If confirm, then we can put any statement inside. So here we can say, are you sure you want to perform this operation, or are you sure you want to do this? You can put anything there. Are you sure you want to do this? With a question mark. Who is going and coming? Mr. Abdul, can you accept the new comma, the late comma?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've done that.
Okay, so from here, we are just going to remove, the li and not the whole. We are going to remove just the li, right? We are going to remove the whole li here, not the hot items, not everything here. So what can we do? We can also target that. We can target the parent. We can target the
Who is making noise like that?
we can target this using the parent element. Already we have selected the parent element with this one, right? So we can do this. We can do either let or var, whatever you want to use. Let li. So the li equals the event that you have here. Event dot target again. Event dot target dot parent.
More than made up for the first half.
Assembly. Parent what element? Is that correct? Parent element. Okay. So from here we can select this. We can select item. We are done. Item list dot remove chart. And which one are you removing? You want to remove this then we are done. Li. So let's try if this one will work. Let's try. So now, hey, are you sure you want to? You want this? So you see, it's gone, right? I think. Are you sure you want to do this, right? That should be.
This.
Are you
Or
sure
delete this.
Yes, you want to
delete this.
Okay. Delete this. So let's try again. Bam, it's gone, right?
What about this? Don't delete all. Wait.
Oh, but when you refresh it, will come back.
Okay. What about this address on top?
This address?
No. try the delete again. The alert. The alert has some 127.0.0.
Yes, that is my URL. It's coming from the URL.
Okay.
It's coming from this side. Can you see?
Can't we ask the alert not to bring it there?
You want to remove this?
We don't want it to be there. the question, are you sure should be there?
This one is what do you call it? We are calling this using the browser API, right? So definitely,
okay.
Yes, it will come with it. But if you are using your when you're in the real world applications, you are not going to use this. This is not the best option. We can use Bootstrap Moda. We can use Bootstrap Moda. I think that's the first one. So I've been using this a lot. So okay, so you can use something like this. Please, do you understand?
Yes.
So you use something like this, and that one will not come with your URL.
Okay.
But if you want to add it, that one is up to you. But as you are requesting now, yes. But you see, this one is the browser API, so definitely it will be part of it.
Okay.
Okay. So guys, that's it. So this is not anything. I think the first time they be when you but as time goes on, you grab this. If you practice and practice and practice, even this thing before, though this week I didn't practice it again, but last week before I came to teach you guys, I have to also sit down and try and do everything before coming. So don't think, oh, no. It's a programming there. So you need to practice and practice and practice and practice and practice. That is all that you have to be doing.
Hey, Robert.
Yeah.
Please, I want you to go over the function one more time.
Which one?
The function, especially starting from the if clause over there.
This side.
Yeah, the if condition has a lot of dot like that.
Okay.
The first if that I'm talking of.
Okay, so the first if we are targeting the class list. We are targeting that's the main thing that you have to note. We are targeting the class list. So the class list is what contains everything here, right? And
yes.
this contains is like the inbuilt JavaScript methods that we have already learned on some of the arrays, right? The array methods.
Okay.
So this one is also an inbuilt JavaScript method that we can use on the class list here. And we are saying that if it contains the delete, you define it here. If you didn't use delete and you use any other name, you can call it inside, right?
Okay.
You can use any name here. This one is not fixed. But all that you have to know is one, we are using the event here because we pass the event here. So event.target dot the class list. Then we are using this method on it, contains what? Delete. Then you open your curly braces and you do another check. That is, you want the user to be sure it was not just a mistake that you click on the delete button. Otherwise, if you don't bring these checks and you just go on and use this, immediately you click on the delete, it will go away, right? Assuming you are doing this is for best practice sake. That's why I use this, because it's the same thing when we start with Vue.js, we are going to do. I can decide to just do this, and when you click on it, bam, it will go. But for best practice sake, assuming the user it was a mistake. So we want to see that alert, this alert. Okay.
Yes.
So that's it. All that you have to do is, guys, just practice whatever we have learned. I think we started from here, right? Whatever we have learned, just practice them. And in future, when you start learning React, all these things will make sense for you. Okay, like I said, today maybe we will just do 1 hour. If you understand up to this point, then I can go on and teach you the local storage, right?
Because I'm writing the one you have just highlighted. So let me write 1 second.
Okay.
E.target. So item list dot remove child into brackets li. Start. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so we are through with this. Let's move on to the local storage. The local storage. You can see that, or you can find out on application. Just go to application and you see local storage over there.
Application.
Okay, so, yes, so just inspect, right click anywhere. You can right click anywhere and you go to inspect. When you go to inspect, it's going to open this what do you call it? The browser what do you call it? Features where we have the console and the rest. So just if you have this arrow here, just come to applications. Okay, I think I'm already there. Application. All right. So when it comes to application, this is the local storage. This is the local storage. And what is the main use of the local storage? Apart from the local storage, you can see we have session storage, you have IndexedDB, you have web SQL, we have cookies, trust tokens, and the rest, right? We have the cache storage, application cache, and the rest. Our main focus will be on the local storage and a bit of the cookies today. Okay, so what does the local storage do? Okay, so as the name sounds, local storage it acts as a storage medium. So not necessarily a database, but you can use that to store some basic information whenever you are building your application. So a typical example is, let me use the NSS portal. With the NSS portal, when you log in, one, we need something called authentication token, right? That one will check if you have successfully logged into the application before it will allow you to visit the dashboard. And how does that happen? Personally, I don't think my credentials to the NSS portal is still working. I would have demonstrated that for you. Apart from that, which application? Okay. Oh no, OnPay is not live now. I wish I can demonstrate that for you guys. Okay, so with a local storage, let me see. Let me go to which application can I be there. Okay, so let me continue. So with the local storage, as a developer, this one is what you are going to use to check the authentication token that the user logs. So Emmanuel Fosu is going to teach you how to do that. I think the most common one is the Json Web Token. The Json Web Token. This is the most common one that we use. So Json Web Token. Let me put this one somewhere. Okay, so this is the most common one that we use at the back end. So with the back end, we are going to write a function for this. You are going to write a function that will let the user, whenever you log in, it will generate a token. It will generate a token. So when it's generate the token, we are going to store the token here. That's the main function. We are going to store the token here. So it's going to be something like this. Let me see if I can. Okay, so add new. So it's going to be something like this. JWT. So it is a keypad something. So it's going to be JWT. It can be any name, It can be any name. Then you can have some, let me see. First, please, I'm in a class. Let me finish and call you back here.
Sure.
Okay, so let me see if I can get some JWT token for you guys. JWT token. Okay, so Json Web Token. All right, so this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. Today, I'll not dive into this because this is the back end thing. With the front end, all that you do is it's going to return when you log in. Not like almost every application that you log in, when you create an account and you log in, it's going to return something like this for you. So it's called Json Web Token. And that one, when it returns it, as a developer, the front end developer, you need to catch that. You need to capture that and let me see if I can add it here. Edit value. Okay, so this is how it is. So this is how it is. So you do this in your code or not here. You will not come and do it manually here. You do this in your code. That's you write code to collect this JSON this JWT token and also store it in your browser. So this is one use of the local storage. Another use of the local storage is assuming the same web application that you are building, you have user role. You remember when we were dealing with a switch case where we use a user role where you can have the normal user, you have admin, super admin, and the rest. So you can set that one also here. So you write a JavaScript function that will collect that from the back end. So it will take that from the back end code and it's going to set it here. So when it sets it here, what happens next? So based on this, you can redirect the user to the right dashboard, whether the user is a normal user, is admin or whatever. So this is one use case of this is the next use case of the local storage. Then cookies, I know you guys have been seeing cookies all over. So look at the number of cookies I have in my browser. Can see them. So with the cookies, that one, whichever site that you go, and they have this in your back end, is going to automatically store that in your browser for you. So some of these things, I'm just going to teach you how to set it, but Emmanuel Fosu will throw more light on some of these things for you. When you get there, you can ask all your questions there because this is normally implemented at the back end, not the front end. As a front end developer, all that you do is you just collect it, you just capture it from the back end, then you store it in the browser here to perform whatever you want to do. Please, am I making sense? Or you don't understand? I think this is the higher overview. This is a higher overview of everything. I don't know whether you guys get it.
We get somehow.
Okay. So let's see. So let's go here and check this. When you collect this, let's append input, delete. No, this is the delete. Append chat. Okay, so we have the input here. The input here. Okay, before we implement it on this one, let's try a simple example here. But before that, let's just console.log local storage, and let's see the properties that we can see on them. So just do console.log local storage. Let's just do this. Let's go back to our browser and check. I think it's not here, it's here rather. Okay, guys, so you can see this is our local storage, and these are the properties that you'll be using most. The first one is what? Set item, get item, clear, and what? Remove item. So if you want to set something like the Json Web Token to your browser, we use local storage dot set item. You open your bracket. It's always in pairs, right? So the first one will be the key, and the second one will be the value. It's a key paired something. So as I explained, and you saw that in the local browser. Then what does this one do? Get item, that is after setting, you can also get it from the local storage. And with a get item, that one is not key paired. That one, you just need a key. You just need a key. Then we also have remove item. So this is, for example, normally we use this one to do the logout. The logout, whenever you click on logout, it's going to, you call this local storage dot remove item, then you that one also take the key, right? This one also take the key. So immediately it happens that you see that the browser will refresh and you'll be logged out. So normally this is what we use as a front-end developer. Not all back-end developers even write the logout function for you to consume. Sometimes they'll just do login and register and login, and they will not do anything for you at the logout, because that one they just know you can do that yourself. Okay, so let's use some of these functions. So for example, as you saw there, we can do local storage dot set item. So it is in keyword pair. So you can say JWT, then comma. Then what do you want to write? So we can put whatever we want here. So right now, let me save this and let's see what we have in the browser. So let me refresh this. Go back to our local storage. Let's go back to this. You can see this, guys. See, this is what I just typed, right? So this one is part of the browser. So all that you have to do is, you should know how to use it. That's what I'm doing today. You should know how to use it. So it's used to persist data in a browser. For example, right now, let's type item 5. You see, we have item 5 here. Let's refresh it. You see, item 5 is gone.
It's gone, yes.
So what if we want to catch that and store it here so that when you refresh it, still it will be part of the browser. It will be part of what you have there. Less item.
Yeah, it will be part of the page that has been displayed.
Sure. So how do you do that? You can use this set item here. So let's see. So we have get user input, right? We have get user input, which is this. And we did what? We added it. So add this one to the what? The list node.
The append.
Yes. li dot blah blah blah. This. So what if we want to set it to the we want after adding it or after appending it, we want to persist the data. We don't want the data to be lost. So let's try that. Let's try that and see. So create this, and you should store that in your local storage. How are you going to do that? Any idea? As for this one, I haven't done it. We are all going to look at how we can do that based on your understanding. If you understand this, then I think you can also assist here. So when the user will just type whatever the user is typing, we are catching it here, right? We are catching it here, and we are saying you should create a node of this.
Wow.
Okay.
So if we, I think the set item, the parameters in the bracket there. What about if we put the function if we put the
set items here?
Yes. No. At the top there, the local storage. Local storage dot set item.
That is, we just put this one inside. No,
yes.
You see, we are doing browser, we are doing BTN, we are performing click function here. So that one should be inside this. So that when you click on your so let's see. I think for me, this is what I think. We can say let's data equals local storage dot set item. Then this one be what? Data, right? Or user input again. Let's use user input. User input. And this side
then make the I capital.
This side.
Yeah, the user the input.
Okay, so
just to follow our naming convention.
Okay, so this is what we are doing now. We are getting the user input here, right?
Yes.
We are getting the user input here, and we store that in the local storage. Then we just add it. We just add it to our where is that list items? This is right.
Yes.
We add it here. Would that work?
Wow.
Would that work?
Let's try that and see.
It will work, but still the persistence will not work here because we also need storage.get item. I think that's what we need here. Let's see. It is part of this one now?
Yes. So if you refresh the page, will it go?
It should go because we are not getting it in high. So in order for you to get, we use local storage.get item.
Okay.
That's what we use here. So see, we are here some way because this is not two-way binding. This is one way. After setting it, we need to get it. And you can see this is the same function that is doing the create and get at the same time.
The appending, yes.
You understand? If we are to have one function that will just post and another one will get, that one will be much, much simpler.
Easier, yes.
Okay, we don't worry. With some of these things, I will demonstrate. I will demonstrate that for you. I will demonstrate that for you. Assuming we want to get the login username. The login username. Let's say we want to get the login username here. With this one, instead of JS Dom with code boot tech, we want to get the login username here. This is one way. So we can say local storage dot set item. These are you following?
Yes, we are following.
Dot set item, which is user name. So with the username, let's say the username is Bob. Okay, so how do you display that here? How do you display that here? So let's see if we can use whatever we have learned so far. Where is it? We have, so we can select this, right? We can select this. We can select this here. So let's say, let's use var. var display username, display user name equals. So we are doing document dot queries selector. Let's select what is it? Let's select this ID.
Title.
Yes. Okay. How do we inject what do you call it? Our normal, what do you call it? How do we inject something like this? Remember this. Guys, remember this.
Text content.
Text content or what?
Inner text.
Inner text, right? So which one are we using?
We can use the inner text.
Let's use the inner text, eh?
Yes, header title dot inner text.
So we can do display dot what?
Inner text.
Is that how it is?
Yes.
Equals get local storage dot get item. Which item do you want to get? This.
Yeah.
Let's
Username.
Let's see if this one work. Voila.
Yes.
Guys, see, this one is live coding. We are all trying this together.
Yes.
So those of you are just sitting on the fence, please calm down. Oh, Mr. Abdul, I come in up Hana. Hey, sure, 7.
They have chosen to be passive.
Oh, guys. But so far, do you get it? at least we have seen how to set and how to get, right? Mr. Abdul?
Yes.
But do you get it?
Yeah, I get it.
You guys shouldn't worry about too many things here. I just want you guys to have the idea that, oh, local storage also exists. In future, we are going to use it. We are going to use this, especially at the authentication part. That's the most important. Apart from that, all other data will move straight to your database. So don't worry. Please, do you understand?
Yes.
All other data, any data that you see on the web, will either you are fetching from the database or you are pushing to the database. But this local storage will help you to perform something like user authentication and the rest. Without this,
if we get to Vue.js, we can then create like SQL database.
Yes, with Vue.js, we are not going to even create. We can't use Vue.js with SQL database straight. We can do that with Firebase. Have you heard about Firebase?
I've heard it, but I don't know what it is.
We can use for Firebase. It has some APIs and some, yes, let me say APIs that we can set up in Vue straight away. Then that will be our database. But if you guys want us to use SQL, MongoDB, PostgreSQL, and all other database, meaning Emmanuel Fosu has to also finish his part. That is, he has to teach you how to create, what do you call it, APIs.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes. So with this, with Vue.js, if we can speak to SQL, then we will need API, right?
Sure, that's it.
Okay. Okay, it's past 9.
Yes. Guys, please, any question here? But remember, next week, God willing, we are starting Vue.js.
Straight away.
You should wait for next month.
No, let's start. When Mr. Emmanuel Ovosu comes to start, then the following day we also start.
Oh, he will be coming on Friday, Saturday.
Yes.
And
but he will be coming next week, Saturday, right?
No, he will. Okay, when he takes Saturday, then I'll take Sunday.
Sunday, exactly.
Guys, please, when you get to Vue.js, then it's like a marathon. We are almost done. And those of you who didn't participate or who didn't learn the JS with me, dear, it will be some way before you. So I will entreat all of you to at least just revisit the JS course and try your best to familiarize yourself with the methods, at least just the methods what do you call it? Array methods in JavaScript. That's the most important aspect of whatever we have done. I'm not saying but you can see I've been hammering on that. You guys should try your best to learn the slice, splice, map function, and the rest. You guys should learn them from me. I think if you don't have any question, as I said, today's class is just going to be 1 hour. You have spent even more than 1 hour. We can end the class today and next week we start another one. Please, any question up to this point?
For now, no. I think, but Sinorobe, try and upload the video today. Because today's
upload
no, I said today, this one, just upload it today.
Okay.
So that it needs a lot of revisiting.
Sure, guys.
Okay.